All right, I got asked, why do you do reaction videos to truck drivers? You're not a truck driver. And I said, yes, I'm not a truck driver. I've never driven a truck before, but I do represent very many contractors who employ lots of truck drivers, especially ones that are familiar with the FedEx Ground system. And so I thought this would be a very good way, by doing these reaction videos, to just interpret what these drivers are saying for my contractors. So if you're a contractor, is a perfect place for you. If you're a driver, especially if you're a driver in the FedEx system and you want to know what a contractor thinks about some of the ordeals and the situations you face, this is a really good place for you to be. So right now, that being said, I'm gonna watch Trucker Chubbs talk about his issues. I believe he's new, just getting started, had some experience in the P&D world, and let's see what he says. He's got his Yankees cap on.
Oh, Your Highness, I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
Whoa! Yankee with no brim! Whoa! Back at home, some things have been sorted out, and I just was ready to be stable and just get to work and whatnot. And I think I found a place right here. It's straightforward. It's Linehaul with FedEx Ground, and it's pretty much just going to the rail yards. I'm over here in LA County, so maybe some of you guys that watch this might catch it. But like BNSF, LA,
Secret.
What's the other one? UP Go, which is Union Pacific. Straightforward.
He's in California.
For one day. Just kind of ride along. Then last Sunday I was kind of like a small mix, but mostly ride along. A couple days it's all split. I had a freaking track event in my side business during the weekend. That's what split it all up. Then it was drove for the majority of the time 2 days ago and just got everything down. Had
brand new driver,
obviously, that I need to ask and shit this morning. There goes the video again. I just cussed. Honestly, once I get the hang of it, I think I'll be all right. I mean, honestly, I think I already did get the hang of it, but it's just about making it like streamlined or consistent or something. But that's pretty much it. They've got cameras that face outward, which is great, and inward, so
he likes it.
Gonna see this and laugh it up. I don't fucking know.
So lots of drivers, you know, they see that camera and they're like, man, I want nothing to do with that. Big Brother's watching me, and, you know, they can't see and watch what I'm doing. And then other guys are like, it's cool. You know, it's safe. If they know that I'm acting in a safe manner, this is cool. So you do get lots of drivers that appreciate the cameras. See, he's in a day cab. If you notice the window behind him, so he's on a solo run, probably something short. He's out of California.
You know how the world is, guys. Everyone judges. But I wanted to get this video out to you guys because I haven't put one out in a bit, and just wanted to give you guys the update that I am with FedEx Ground. Obviously, it's contracted, so it's not. There's no. So, how much time is in here? I do have a couple gripes. Now, it depends on the contractor. Most don't do it. I know this because I did FedEx Ground as a delivery driver about 4 years ago.
She has experience.
The pay is there. You're hourly, and the pay is there, and that's what I like. Obviously, excuse me, but there's no benefits. Like, there's no health insurance, there's no dental. Most, if not the majority of them, just don't offer it, and that's just how it is.
So that's gonna be wrong. This was a year ago. So he understands he works for a contractor. Most don't pay health benefits. I don't know if I believe that to be true. I know the vast majority offer some type of health benefits at this point. This is a year later. Dental, not sure. That's sometimes hit or miss. And then it's interesting, he gets paid by the hour. That's something unique. Typically you might see some spot guys, some local guys. He's doing rail yard turns, so I understand the hourly on that. Whereas typically for a line haul driver, we're seeing paid by the mile, even paid by the day on some dedicated type work. So the fact that he's getting hours is interesting. I personally never liked paying by the hour.
No, don't like that.
For me, when we did it early on, it seemed like it was an incentive to move a little slower. You know, you have a guy that's working by the day and a guy that's getting paid by the hour. That daytime pay will always finish their run quicker than the guy that's getting paid by the hour. There's just an incentive. For me, it's always been very important, especially for my drivers, that our incentives align. We get paid by the mile, so I'm gonna pay you by the mile. We want to make sure that whatever our goals are, the driver's goals mimic that as well on my team. But, you know, if this works for you hourly in certain markets, I'm sure is a fine way to pay.
Luckily for me, I do have my own health insurance outside of work that I've had for a while, so I'll be able to just go ahead and keep and retain that. So it doesn't affect me too much. Holidays, good luck. I mean, you'll work Christmas, you'll work Thanksgiving. I worked Christmas Day in 2018
as a home delivery guy.
I don't know how it's going to be here. I doubt it. I doubt they'll take the day off.
They will take the day off. Very, very few. And this Christmas, nobody worked. If you were running teams and you happen to be out on a run, for sure, remember, if you're going to work as a line haul driver, it means that there's people at the stations and at the hubs that are sorting those packages. So it's highly unlikely that you're going to work Christmas or Thanksgiving specifically. Now, potentially that the night before, so it runs into it, but it all depends on the market that you're working. Hubs versus stations where you're working nights are different, but his rail yard runs, no, he's not working on Christmas, not a chance. There's nobody that's going to sort those packages and put them in there, and the rail yards aren't going to be open on Christmas or Thanksgiving or New Year. So doubt that he ends up working, and obviously depends on what day it is out of the week that holiday falls on.
Shit, I did a Christmas Day delivery to a house, a family. Oh, look, it's here. I don't know. It's a weird feeling. Like, it sucks because you're not with your family, but
home delivery, completely different world now. Chubbs, we got you.
Let's not sink into the hole of depression. I don't have much of a family left. I'm kind of like the last one left, if that makes sense, along with my brother. You guys can go to previous videos and you'll catch little glimpses of what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. They were all happy. They got their stuff. The kids were happy, and it was a bittersweet feeling. Like, yeah, I'm working Christmas Day, but you know, they got their Christmas Day gift. So, and I was the one that
Santa Claus
delivered it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Getting a phone call right now. That might be my girlfriend. So I'll pick that up in a bit. But yeah, let me show you around. Again, this is a different yard. So this is not the main FedEx yard. This is just a different yard where FedEx kind of like leased or whatever. And this contractor and a couple others just park their trucks here and whatnot. The pay's there. I'll be able to take a look at the checks once they start coming in. But the hours are definitely there. I only did 8 hours today because it's one, my first day. And then two, I guess Thursdays and Fridays are slow. Supposedly Thursdays and Fridays are slow, so it's kind of the norm.
Yep.
But
Pretty typical in a hub.
I don't know. I just know it's my first day, so maybe they're thinking on that end. And then traffic. You guys, it's freaking LA. You know, I have 4 hours left in my clock, but let's say they send me to Long Beach.
Thursdays and Fridays are slow, so he's not on something dedicated. He's picking up extra work. He's running wild man. He's doing something to where he's not doing the same run every day, Tuesday through Saturday. Thursdays and Fridays are slow. If you're running the unassigned board, you'll notice that. And that's the case in most hubs where Tuesday, Wednesdays are very heavy, and then it slows down later in the week, waiting for those packages to come in cross country to replenish early in the week where it gets busy again.
And I'm only mentioning this because literally my manager here mentioned it. That could be the reason that stopped me before doing another run. I go out to Long Beach, and Long Beach is a freaking mess, and I'm scouring around trying to find a trailer, even though the app, like finding an empty or whatever, right? Because we had issues 2 days ago with me and my, I guess the trainer I went with that day. And yeah, basically my clock would run out and I'd be screwed. So
hours of service.
I guess it's just all about managing the clock. It's managing the clock in a different way.
Yep.
I can't say I did over the road, but when I did the Arizona runs and stuff like that, with obviously Swifty Swift, the one that is on most of these videos, I was just different, you know, like you just do a full straight on drive. When it's time, you're off, whatever. Here it's like traffic, there's an accident there, you don't know what's going to happen next, all that stuff. But yeah, you guys, that's the update. I am enjoying it so far. Day one was pretty damn good. I had its mix-ups. Dispatch actually had a mix-up.
It gets so much easier.
Sure. But they had a mix-up in the morning that took literally 2 hours and something. And then 3 accidents back-to-back on the second run, so I don't know. All I know is they expect 4 to 5 runs a day. Well, actually 4 is what they told me. And I feel like I could do plenty more. Like, I'm good to go. I'm awake. I'm ready. But I guess it's the clock and the clock management or whatever. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I have a freaking AC on in here. Hopefully you guys were able to.
Yep. So if he's my driver, right, and we're having this, we're speaking after his first day. Hey man, great work, phenomenal. He's explaining his frustrations to me. Listen, it gets easier. It gets easier, and I don't know if he's pulling doubles. I assume he's not. He's pulling 53s, but you're gonna move faster. You're gonna connect quicker. You're gonna learn the system. It's the muscle memory. It's the practice. Day 20 is always easier than day 1, day 60, and then eventually you're pro and you're moving in and out of these these things and it's just second nature. You know where the empties are. How do you find empties? Where do they keep them? You're just gonna know. You're gonna learn the yard. And so those first couple weeks are challenging, and it's not challenging while he's learning how to drive. He knows how to drive. It's just getting the system down. These are gigantic hubs. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of people. The app doesn't always work correctly. His technology doesn't always work correctly. There's traffic. There's times. He's gonna adjust his times, especially he's doing 4, 5 turns. Go run to the rail yard, bring something back. Hey, loaded trailers, bring empties back. Whatever it is he's doing, he's going to get quicker at it. He's going to adjust his time to beat traffic, to wait behind traffic. So he's going to have a lot of opportunity to bring some efficiencies into his system. But great attitude on day one, just pumping him up. Hey man, great work. You know what? And for that guy, if I need 4, but Chubbs is like, dude, I could do 5, I could do 6. Cool, man. I'm giving him a bonus. And I don't know if I'd pay him by the hour. I'd be paying him by the turn. So I'd figure out the money that I want to pay, break it down into the number of turns he's going to do, and incentivize him to do more, because that's where those margins are coming in. That profit is built on doing extra, doing more than expected. So we got to incentivize our drivers to do more and not kill his hours, want him well rested. The benefit of being home and being with his family. He gets to see his girl. He's not driving to Arizona with Swift, but good run for him. Guy like this, good attitude. Keep him happy, motivated.
I will be able to take you guys along with me. So I need to find the freaking head strap for the GoPro. Once I find that, literally, we'll get a nice, if you guys don't mind, a nice 45, 50-minute video out. Take you guys along with me on how this runs and whatnot. And it's going to not further push, but basically the goal of having my own truck with what I believe I'd be making here, which is way more than Swift, and it even tops what I made at the Union. Yes, there's no benefits. That might be why, but I do believe
there is, man.
I know this is actually going to be bringing in more for me weekly.
Plenty of contractors.
It's the most that I've ever made in my life, basically, and 1 year experience. We'll see how it goes. These trailers are a bit annoying. I'll go into details when I do that long video, or when I do a ride-along video for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I want to say more, but my mind just goes all over the place. When I do the video with the GoPro, where it's a long video, you guys will see how it is. Hopefully I can save up and get my own truck sooner, and I've been doing more research on
not right now.
Like so we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen.
Not a year later.
Of the dually that I have on order and the hotshot stuff, but
okay.
I also like the fact that some of these trucks are cheaper.
Just to explain the dually with the hotshot stuff. So there's a type of trucking called hotshot trucking, and it's stuff where he has a dually. So he has a pickup truck, probably an F350, 2500 Dodge or Chevy, and it's a dually. So there's 4 wheels on the back of it instead of 2, like a typical normal semi F-150, 350 type of truck. And so he's going to attach a trailer to it and do hotshot stuff, which is really last minute type pickup that pay really well, and it's very specialized. I know you can make a bunch of money doing that. There's shows on Discovery that get into those lives. I've never played around with it. It's great for an owner operator. I don't know if I'd want to run a hotshot type of business, but it's a lot of sitting around and waiting for your app to pop up and I got a load that's paying 3 times as much because it's a last minute type of thing. I'm going to end this here. Phenomenal video, Chubbs. Great video, good attitude, very informative. I'm sure I'm going to watch more of his stuff and talk about where it's going to be interesting to see his journey over that year to where we are today. We have day 1. Let's check it out. Let's follow along with him and see where he is today. That'll be an interesting journey. So hopefully you guys are getting something out of this. And for any drivers, if you guys have any questions, leave a comment, send me a message, and I can get more into specifics about anything that I speak about here. But the goal is to showcase these drivers. I'm not beating you guys up at all, but just I think it's really important for the business owner, the contractor, to really understand what it is that you guys go through, because we don't know. I don't know. I'm not a driver. I never had the opportunity to drive a truck. And so catching this information, I feel like is very valuable for our ecosystem, just sharing of information. So thanks to Chubbs, man. Thanks for everybody else for putting the content out here. We certainly appreciate it.